Penguins' names have been engraved on that cup, and they will be the last team to be engraved on the cup as it stands right now because it is out of room. And what they will be doing is taking this band out, putting it in the Hockey Hall of Fame, and adding another one next year. But the Penguins' names, the last ones to go on it, as it currently sits.
On March 3rd, 1991, the objective wasn't to win the Stanley Cup. It was merely to make the playoffs. The Penguins had 4 losses and a tie in their last 5 games. They were barely above 500 and in jeopardy of not making the playoffs again. So General Manager Craig Patrick not only pulled a trigger, he dropped a nuclear bomb.
On that particular day, we were going round and round about whether we were going to really destroy the chemistry of our team, because at that time we did have great chemistry with John Cullen and Kevin Stevens and Mark Recchi leading the way, really. And we weren't real sure about whether we should do it or not. And in final analysis, I took everybody's opinion and then just said, well, we're doing it.
We both felt already come from with the deal, and like I said, at that particular time, we thought everything would work out well for both clubs. And it worked out very, very well for Pittsburgh. And they needed a shot in the arm, and Ulfie gave them that. He became their catalyst for them and that. And by the way, Stan, I'm like I told you earlier, I'm still waiting for my ring. I have to bring that up with Craig again.
The news hit the Penguins locker room like a thunderbolt, although the impact on the players wasn't immediately apparent.
We knew something was going to happen because we hadn't been playing very well, and that's what kind of, you hear that expression, you're going to wait for the shoe to drop. Well, the shoe dropped. I don't think any of us had really thoughts of grandeur at that time. I don't think any of us thought that, well, that's going to put us in the Stanley Cup Finals, but I think after a couple of weeks watching how Ron handled himself on the ice, and he took so much pressure off of Mario and in a much more consistent basis than John Cullen could do. Nothing against John, it's just the way type of player Ron was. Some focus had to be lifted off of Mario, and that elevated, I think, both Mario and Ron's game.
Now that all the pieces of the puzzle seemed to be in place, it was time for a memorable playoff run that ended with the greatest moment in Penguins history.
It was 5, 4, 3. Time runs out. The Stanley Cup has come to the city of Pittsburgh. The 1991 Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins. And there it is, going to the Penguin captain. They all want to carry it, believe me. Unbelievable feeling. Here's Trottier coming in. He wants that cup so bad.
They just want to touch it, hold it, feel it, cherish it. 66.
Go for it, Mario, go for it.
It is a hockey week in Pittsburgh!
I'm really astounded by this great reception and almost at a loss for words. This is possibly the most exciting moment of my life, and I want to thank you all for your great support.
This is a great day, obviously, for everybody here concerned, and I want to catch this on film. So I want to see everybody stick their hand up. The city of Pittsburgh is number 1!
Enjoy it, Pittsburgh! Enjoy it, baby!
You guys have been here every step of the way. I want to know where the Minnesota fans were in October and November when they had 2,000 in the building. You guys are great!
Twins win!
Yeah!
It was a deliriously happy day in Pittsburgh for the fans, the coaches, and the players. But one player in particular had the best idea on what to do with the Stanley Cup.
What do you say we take this out on the river and party all summer?
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis, just going Cliff the building.
We are proud to the city of Pittsburgh to present the Wheaties package.
That summer, the city of Pittsburgh celebrated. However, the joy quickly turned to sorrow as Coach Badger Bob Johnson was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Badger Bob passed away that November. Johnson was gone, but his lessons on life and his positive attitude will never be forgotten. Forevermore, every day is a great day for hockey. The Pens went searching for a new head coach and a new owner. Longtime owner Edward DeBartolo eventually sold the team to Howard Baldwin. Many people in the organization and fans in the city weren't sure if Baldwin was a man to be trusted.
It's a done deal, as they say. The NHL approved the sale of the Penguins yesterday, but the new bigwigs were in town today to meet the media.
We're not fools. You can't just come in here and take the product and dismantle it. We have no intention of doing that, but we plan to work hard creatively to keep the product as good as it's been, if that's possible, and do it on such a basis so that, I mean, we want to be standing here 10 years from now talking to you all and having lunch with you rather than be in distress somewhere trying to bail out of a situation.
Baldwin spent most of his time trying to convince people that no players will be sold, that the team is staying here in Pittsburgh, and that he's not the ogre people here perceive him to be. Some seem unconvinced.
If you're not the owner in 5 years, will you give him $20,000?
Yeah, if you'll give me 20 if I am the owner.
I'll cover your action. Don't worry about it. I can tell you what. I will make a bet with you. I will bet you $1,000. You're not the owner 5 years from now. If you want to bet $1,000, I do that.
I'll bet you $1,000. How's that?
Good enough. You got a lot of.
You all are witness.